Welcome back. Tired of the cold weather? Well, the Caribbean is making a comeback roughly 1 year after Hurricanes Maria and Irma slammed the region. Travel bookings are bouncing back. I spoke with Grace Bay Resorts Principal and Chief Operating Officer Nikheel Advani and President of Ovation Travel, Jack Ezon, and I asked them about the state of tourism following last year's hurricane season.
It was a tough year for everybody, but what it did is it got everybody together. I mean, the way the Caribbean came together, it's a resilience that I've never seen before. And we're having our best year ever. So the support from our community, from the guests that have been coming down there all the years, because in the Caribbean you build really great relationships, as you know. The Caribbean people have this amazing quality about them that makes you want to be friends and link with them. So when that happened, we got the support. On top of that, with the British, we had the military down, the NGOs came in, and we built back so quickly.
Jack, I mean, a lot of people weren't sure which islands were okay, which islands got hurt hardest. What are some of the misconceptions that tourists may have about the Caribbean following the hurricane season last year?
I think the misconceptions are our biggest challenge, because there was such media coverage during the hurricanes and the aftermath, and then it pretty much stopped. And people still think there's devastation on the islands. They think it's all decimated. So people call us up every day asking us if they could still go anywhere in the Caribbean or if they have to think about something else this season.
Were there a lot of bargains? Is that one thing that helped the Caribbean?
Last year, but this year it's actually pretty much on pace. It's really about educating people and telling them how many opportunities there are. And the greatest opportunity, like Nikheel was saying, is that it's a brand new, sparkling new Caribbean with people that are really chomping at the bits to welcome you back, and they can't wait to have us.
Fantastic. Grace Bay Resorts. Tell us about the resorts and what you're faring in different islands.
So we've got five properties now. We have a villa division that's booming. That's another thing that people want. A nice private villa with all the facilities of a five-star resort.
Wow.
So that's really big.
It's the perfect place for a multi-generation. I mean, it's the newest, hottest trend, or villas within
because you could have your whole family there.
Yep.
And privacy, but have the backup when the kids want to go to a club.
And then you have people there working and in the villa too.
Exactly. You have personal concierge in the villas. You have a beach team that sets it up for you. So it's almost having a home fully serviced. You know,
I like
you could do that.
Right? I could do that. So what is some advice for those people who might be thinking about booking to?
So I think what you want to do is make sure coming back to the Caribbean is really what it's all about, supporting us back. For a lot of I think 95% of the inventory is back. Jack, you want to talk a little bit about that?
It's mostly all back, and again, it's about educating and learning what's there or not. Holiday space is still available, but it's pretty tight. So I jump on that now if you want to go away for the festive season.
People are booking their travel for the holidays right now. Can you go through some of the top winter destinations right now for the holidays?
Sure. I think Turks and Caicos, Anguilla, St. Bart's is back in action. People are chomping at the bits. They're so excited about that. Antigua, Barbados. Really, really popular, and Mexico is on the comeback too, which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm. And you're also seeing lots of different people from all different places coming. And what can you tell us about the people, the tourists that are coming now to the Caribbean? Who are they?
From our perspective, it's a very high-end audience, very much East Coast centric, Chicago. West Coast, really looking to bond family, and a lot of them are repeats and looking to get back to reconnect to the people they already know or the places, especially when you're looking at like Puerto Rico, St. Bart's, Turks and Caicos, Anguilla, where people have the strongest connections and the biggest repeat factor.
Trends that you're seeing right now, Nikheel?
I think it talks to the economy. We're having a great economy in the U.S., and it's reflecting in people traveling around.
Yeah.
You know?
And can you look out bookings into 2019? I mean, I know holidays is getting crowded, but what about 19?
We're seeing pace pick up. So if you look into the first quarter of 2019, it's looking really healthy versus last year. Last year, everybody was a bit worried. They wanted to find out. They were not sure. This year, people are back strong.
Last year was a lot of consolidation in the marketplace, so there's more inventory this year. No one's suffering, but there's still an educational component and a coverage that we really need to tell people. And there's a little bit of a guilt factor with clients. They're like, do I really want to take a fancy vacation after this whole devastation? What they don't realize, $32 billion of GDP goes into the region.
That's what the Caribbean needs.
Yeah, it puts food on people's table.
Feel good about it.
So your luxury trip, your luxury vacation is really helping this whole region come up and have their dignity and pride and get back into the routine.
I can't agree more.
Yeah.